this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching Euro Football Weekly. We're about a month left of waiting until the new football season commences, but clubs eager to improve their last season's performance are rallying around to try to improve their lineup. Some big names are switching sides. What does that mean for their new clubs and their chances to win their respective titles? Well, joining us now is football personality Lee Phelps from In Play Radio to tell us what he thinks of some of the deals happening right now. Lee, thanks for being here.
No problem.
Now moving over to the Bundesliga, and title winners Bayern Munich have completed the transfer of Toni Kroos over to Real Madrid. Now he was a great contribution to the German team in the World Cup. Is this a sore loss for Bayern Munich?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a great player, major loss. But I think they're the sort of team who can absorb that. They're so far ahead of everyone, it seems, in Germany, aren't they? And they've kind of got that. It's almost like they're bringing the World Cup back in a lot of ways. They're great. I mean, German football will be on the crest of a wave this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them do excellently again in the Champions League and continue that the way Spain did and Spanish teams did. The German football is based a lot on homegrown players, so I expect to see more coming through the ranks, and that's what's great about the Bundesliga. I think. Obviously losing Kroos was is a massive thing. But one other thing that I think is really important, we're hearing that Lahm's retired from international football this week. What a great fillip that is for Bayern Munich. He won't have to worry about going away on any international duty at all. He can concentrate on his domestic football, and we've seen that from key players around the world. When they do that, you get an extra maybe season or two out of them. So I think that's almost like an extra kind of, not an extra signing, but a real big boost to Bayern Munich that they've got Lahm just to themselves now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Bayern Munich have been signing players to their world-class squad, including defender Juan Bernat from Valencia. Are they your favourite to win the title again this year? They're priced at a low 1.17 with Bet365 to do so.
I mean, it's just one to go in an accumulator, isn't it? I mean, I think they are. I mean, the great manager. There's no reason to doubt it. So I think if you're having bets on accumulators on different teams to win different divisions, whether it be in Germany or across Europe, they just go down. Yes.
Runners-up Borussia Dortmund have been busy during their transfer window. Notable signing is Ciro Immobile from Torino for reported 19 million and Matthias Ginter from Freiburg on a 5-year deal. Now, they're potentially Bayern's biggest threat. Will these new signings be a good addition to the squad?
Yeah, interesting. Good, but I'm not sure they're good enough. Look at if you compare the squads now, just on paper, I don't think it's quite there. I was worried for Borussia Dortmund last year that they wouldn't quite do what they did the previous year, and really good to watch. But they didn't do what they did the previous year, did they? And you can't get away from the fact that they might be on the slides a little bit here. You can't keep losing players. They might lose more yet, Natalie, before the transfer window closes. I hope they don't, because I think they've been an absolute pleasure to watch. I hope they keep some of those really key players, but just not good enough. They need to go out there and sign stellar world-class players to compete with Bayern Munich. They need to be bringing in Suarez, don't they? Let's be realistic about it. They need to be bringing in that calibre of player, James Rodriguez, that kind of player, to go and challenge Bayern Munich at the top of the Bundesliga.
Yeah, what's the best spot they can hope for, do you think, at the end of the season?
Second. I think second. I don't. There's still the best of the rest. I think. Other teams that making good signings, and obviously you're going to see good seasons from German teams. I think they will be all buoyed by the German success of the World Cup. But I think it'll be a 1-2. Bayern Munich first and Borussia Dortmund second.
Yeah, and who would you place in third?
I like Schalke. I thought Schalke had a good season last year. I thought they were interesting. I wait to see what the rest of the transfer window looks like, because I think one or two good signings for a Schalke, for instance, could really push them forward. And I'd be interested to see if someone challenges Borussia Dortmund. But I'd go for a Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Schalke 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
Yeah, that's my TriCast bet at the moment as well. Now, what other notable signings should we mention? Over to you, Lee.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what Bayern Munich are going to do. I think they'll still bring more players in. I'd be really keen to see, if they bring in any more midfielders into that team. Interesting to see how the strikers go. But I'm more keen to see on Borussia Dortmund, not who they bring in, but who they lose. That's going to tell me an awful lot about where their season's going to go. So I'm just keeping a very close eye on if Borussia Dortmund can keep their remaining best players.
All right then, Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.